Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and this is a Let's Talk. Now, I'm sure you've seen by the title of this video. I'm gonna title this video "To Pull or Not to Pull." That is the question. I'm not gonna pull right now. So for everyone right now who's going crazy in chat, thinking that I'm gonna pull, I'm not pulling, guys. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about two things. It's actually something I've been thinking about today. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the current. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the current system in the game for you to pull. As you all know, we have two things. We have right here epic metal carnivals, and we have big deals. So we have deals, the big, so we have the mighty big deals, the big deals, and all that. And before last month, it was alternating. So we would have 1 week an epic metal carnival, 1 week a big deal. Epic Metal Carnivals came around to introduce legendary medals. Now, I call legendary medals tier 4 medals. And if you guys already know this, please bear with me because I feel I need to give this explanation to everyone else who doesn't know. Legendary medals are tier 4 medals. Currently, we have let's see, we have the SP Roxas, XP Axel, SP Shion, we have Sephiroth, we have Puglet, we have Illustrated Aqua, Terra, and Ventus, we have Illustrated Riku, Sora, and Cloud. Who am I missing? Oh, SDG and SMP. So we have quite a large group of tier 4 medals, legendary medals. Now these legendary medals are very powerful. Let me show you what I have. Let's see. So if I go to my medal list, can I actually organize these by high guilt? I mean high, can I organize these by the highest rarity level maybe? Can I do it by level? Rarity. Maybe rarity. No, these are not rare. Maybe they're going to be at the very bottom? No. Special attack? Is it special attack? Let's see. Special attack. Sort. Low. Highest. Okay, that's not how it works. You can't. Okay, so there's no way of doing it. But let me show you what I have. So I have okay, and I'm going to explain. So there's a couple of medals out there like Behemoth and Darkside, which were only available through events. They aren't available through pulls. So if you're hoping to pull one of those medals, you're not going to get one of those. Okay, so let's see. Here's going to be one of my first ones. Okay, so XP Shion. So you see this little mark here, that means a tier 4, what I call legendary medals. And these are very, very awesome medals. You have Puglet. We have Illustrated Sora and Pals. I have 2 of them. These medals are medals that are pretty much like, they are definitely higher above. Not only are they really great at, they're great just normal. They're just great normal medals. You don't even need to have them gilded, which is pretty awesome. And they're really strong. They're really powerful. If you are lucky enough to have one gilded, well, congratulations to you because they are amazing. They are amazing medals. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I'm explaining this is because the current system of pulling exists in 2 ways. So it exists in the deals and like that we have now, and the epic metal carnivals. The epic metal carnivals were designed to introduce these medals. The question is, when do you pull? I want to explain to you guys how I see it. And again, this is just my opinion. in my opinion, the big deals have been really good. We've had twice the orbed event. The orbed event is when you pull medals, you get a chance to have them with orbs already. They come already with orbs, up to 3 orbs sometimes. That's the reason why I was able to guilt my my what's it called? My Musketeer Donald, which is one of my favorite medals right now. That's the reason why I'm able to guild Zaldin now too. Because, and I'll show you guys these medals here. Let's look at Zaldin first. That's the reason why I'm able to guild Zaldin, and I'll be able to guild him soon. Because he actually came with 3 orbs, and that's the equivalent of 4 medals, 4 epic medals in one pull. Is huge. It's just huge. Those are really great deals, but they don't include the legendary medals. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the fact that up till last week, we were still getting quest medals. We were still getting quest medals in pull. This week gave us our very first big deal with no quest medals. I don't like the epic medal carnivals, I think is what I'm trying to say. I honestly don't like the epic medal carnivals. I don't like the epic medal carnivals because they are so directly tied to the high score challenges. And again, all these things I'm saying, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, please go back to my previous videos, check out the update videos. That's probably the best way that you can kind of catch up on the game where we are. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that the epic medal carnivals are a way of introducing medals. Now, these medals right here, these medals right here, the Organization 13 medals, 4 weeks ago and 7 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago and 7 weeks, between 7 weeks ago and 4 weeks ago is when they were introduced to us. And at the very beginning, they were only available in the epic medal carnivals. It's like when they introduced them and they're like, I actually think one of the epic medal carnivals with Organization 13 was the first one where they were like, oh, you're guaranteed an epic medal and one of the new medals. So they guaranteed us one of each, which I remember very clearly thinking, wow, this is a great deal, because you actually get one of the new medals guaranteed. But now fast forward to where we are right now and look at the current deal we have right now. The current deal we have right now is you are guaranteed 5 organization medals in this pull, and possibly 2 of those will be 6-starred. And if you guys saw my previous pulls, I got some pretty good stuff. I got, well, my first one wasn't so great, my second one was really great. At least to me it was. It's a good deal, okay? I don't even want to say it's a fair deal. It's a good deal. And that's what this talk is about. This talk is about, because I'm going to talk about money. I'm going to talk about the cost of these pulls. I want you guys to realize that if you pull during an epic medal carnival to get one of the guaranteed legendaries, and this is the thing, legendaries are forever up on the shelf in the cookie jar, okay? You need a ladder to get to the cookie jar. Think of it that way. You need a ladder to get to the legendary cookie jar. Square Enix keeps the legendary metal cookie jar high up on the shelf, okay? And the only time that they bring out the ladder is during the epic medal carnivals. That's the only time that you're possibly capable of getting one of those legendary medals. Now, there are people who have pulled these legendary medals from the single pulls, from these pulls down here, from these 2 right here. There are people who have pulled them from these 2, and we have screenshots of people who have pulled them to there. I really want to, during an epic medal carnival, do 100, 300 jewel pulls. That's going to take a while to save out that much, but I would love to see what the odds are of getting 100, if I would get any legendary medals in 100 pulls, because it's the same as doing 10 of these pulls. And you're guaranteed 1 legendary in that. I would really like to do that. I would really like to do that. Now that is over $200 to do that. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll do that. But I would like to do it to show you guys how fair or unfair the system is. Now that there are no quest medals, I'm guaranteed no quest medals, but what would I get in those 100 medals? Whereas if we look at it here, you get a guaranteed legendary in 100, and that's the thing, guys, it's 100 medals. 10 pulls is 100 medals. It's 100 grooves of pixels. You know, it's really interesting, guys. It's really interesting to see it that way. So, and again, the point, okay, the point of this video is to talk about when I recommend you guys to pull. Now, first, I want you guys to realize what pulling means, just financially what that means, how much time it's going to take you to save up the jewels, even 3,000 jewels. Now, I will say this month has been very interesting. This month, in the first week, we got 3,000 free jewels, which means that they gave us 3,000 jewels for an error, for a back to school, and for the update combined. Plus your daily logins. So you actually had enough to do one pull. So the question is, let's say you're looking at your game and you have 3,000 jewels. When do you pull? That's the question. When do you pull? And see, that's the question I've been asking myself a lot, trying to figure out how to tell you guys or recommend you guys when to pull. The safest answer is to tell you guys to wait, because guess what? Illustrated not them. Bell, Cogsworth, and whatever. They're gonna be. Look at this Organization 13 deal. Look at this. You get 5 guaranteed Organization 13 medals. 5 guaranteed Organization 13 medals. If you've been pulling kind of a little bit here and there, this will probably get you this close, if not just right, to guilt an Organization 13 medal. Now, some of them are good, some of them aren't, depending what Keyblades you have, depending what other medals you have, and that's the whole point of this, guys. There is a lot of medals in this game. There are more medals coming. I'd love to be able to tell you guys, pull right now. This is the time to pull. And actually, the only time that I have ever recommended you guys to pull was during the first Orbed event. During the first Orbed event, and you know what? And they were still quest medals in there. But my thing was, if you are a free-to-play player, or you've only pulled a couple of times, saved your jewels and pulled a couple of times, the Orbed events are the perfect time to pull, because you can get 1 medal with 3 orbs that counts for 4 medals. So even right now during this event right here, and I've pulled, I got some pretty good stuff, but I didn't get anywhere near as good as that one time that I pulled Zaldin with 3 in there. It was 4 Zaldins. It was amazing. It was amazing. It's a very difficult topic to broach, guys. And I guess my best recommendation is, once you start walking down the path of pulling, once you start walking down the path of spending money on this game, you're always going to be looking up at the cookie jar. Okay? That's the thing. Epic, I don't like Epic Metal Carnivals. I'll tell you like this right now, guys. I don't like Epic Metal Carnivals because it's the only time that Square Enix pulls out the ladder. It's the only... Okay, not only do they tell you you have to pay to use my ladder, but you have to pay even more to get inside the cookie jar. You know, it's just... Okay, and then once you get into the cookie jar, it's not that you can grab all the cookies you want. You can grab 1. Okay? If you spend $200, you get 1 cookie. And you need 7 cookies to make a meal. It's very difficult, guys. It's very difficult. So this is a great deal right now. This is a wonderful deal right now. This is a great deal right now. I think this is a really great deal because you can, if you've pulled like I have, you can finally start guilting some of these Organization 13 medals. But I spent a lot of money getting to this point. And getting to this point is kind of crazy because it kind of makes you wonder how far we've come. And how much farther we have to go in the game. I guess in conclusion, I want to tell you guys, I don't like the Epic Metal Carnivals. I don't like the Epic Metal Carnivals because of two reasons. Epic Metal Carnivals not only tell you this is the only time that you can have a cookie and you got to pay a lot to get that cookie, but Epic Metal Carnivals go hand in hand with high score challenges. And I would love to have the option without the pressure of pulling. If you want to get any of the rewards, if you want to get decent rewards from the high score challenges, you have to pull. Not only do you have to pull, but they also say that you have to pull right now because guess what? After this deal is gone, all these medals go back into the giant pool of epic medals that are available. And you have a much less chance of getting some. Like right now, if I pull from now forever, I may never get another bell. I may get just that one, but I still haven't gotten an Alice, guys. Since Alice came out, I have pulled 30 times, maybe? Around there, 25 to 30 times. And I still haven't gotten... yeah. I've pulled around 200 medals. 200 let's be conservative and say 200. I have pulled 200 medals since Alice was released into the game, and I still don't have even one. I wish that Epic Metal Carnivals did not have the pressure of the high score challenge. I wish that the high score challenge did not hold in reserve. Okay. All right. Let's put it this way. If the Epic Metal Carnival is the cookie jar on the top shelf, the high score challenge is the fridge. And the fridge has a lock on it. And Square Enix says that only 200 people get to have milk. Only 200 people. Everyone else, you got to go to the faucet and get some water. Because only those 200 people are going to be able to unlock the fridge to get some milk. So if you want to have a cookie and some milk, not only do you have to pay to use the ladder to get up there to get a cookie, but you've got to... It's not even first come, first serve to the fridge. You've got to pay even more to continue getting more cookies to be able to get into the fridge. So if you like milk and cookies, be ready to spend hundreds of dollars in Square Enix's kitchen. That's in Square Enix's kitchen. So yeah, guys. So that's why I don't like the Epic Metal Carnivals, and that's why I gotta tell you this honestly, guys. Last week I was feeling pretty, and the last couple of weeks, actually the last 3 weeks, I felt pretty down about this game, about Square Enix, and you guys have seen it. You got a lot of people have said about the negativity and the saltiness and all that. And they're true. And they're right, man. They're right. There was definitely some saltiness in there. But it's because it was 3 weeks of Epic Metal Carnival. Epic Metal Carnival. After Epic Metal Carnival. After Epic Metal Carnival. High Score Challenge. Epic Metal Carnival. High Score Challenge. We had 2 High Score Challenges. 3 Epic Metal Carnivals in a 3-week period. It was so hard just to look up there and look at the cookie and know you can't get any. And even if you did get a cookie, you couldn't get into the fridge for milk. Today and yesterday, seeing a deal like this kind of makes me want to pull more, because it shows me that, and this is the last thing I'll say about this. When I look at, no, I'm not going to show. When I look at my medals, and I'm like, all right, I got a Terra. That's so cool. I got an Illustrated Terra. Let's go look at my Illustrated Terra. I look at my Illustrated Terra, not you. There. I look at my Illustrated Terra and I think, oh my goodness, that's so cool. I have 1. I need 6 more to gilt him. 6 more Illustrated Terras. When am I ever going to have a gilted Terra? And I know people are saying right now, Mickey and Brooms and all that, but if I were just to pull, how many times will I have to pull until I get an Illustrated Terra? And then I look at the current event right now and the Organization 13 medals. Organization 13 medals are epic medals. Epic medals. They can go up to 100% gilt. An epic medal gilted is better than a legendary medal. Not gilted, of course, but they're amazing. They're amazing medals. And the fact that this event, a deal like this, makes them slightly attainable to me. It's kind of nice. So I like that. I like that about these deals. Now, the very last thing I'm going to say is I can't say what it feels like to be a free-to-play player. I can't. I can't say right now how it would feel for people who are watching this video right now, or people on the stream right now, and they're looking at the amount of jewels I have. They're looking at the medals that I have, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, dude, stop crying. You've got amazing medals." And that's the last thing about the whole kitchen metaphor. Not only does Square Enix expect you to pay for the ladder to get to the cookie jar, not only does Square Enix want you to pay to be able to open the fridge and get some milk, but you've got to pay to get into the kitchen. It's not even the kitchen. You got to pay to get into the house even. If you're purely free-to-play player, you've got to save your jewels for weeks and months just to get into the kitchen. And when you're into the kitchen, all you can do is look around. All you can do is look around at all the other kids with big fat cookies and cold glasses of milk. You can't do anything about it because you're standing there with not even enough jewels to do 1 pull, or much less 10 pulls to get a cookie. So end of rant. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Is it worth pulling? To pull or not to pull? Is it worth pulling right now? If you're this close to gilting an Organization 13 medal, and if you have the jewels saved up, or you have the financial capacity to do this, sure, it's your money. Go crazy. Is it worth saving up your jewels? Yeah, it is actually. Honestly, the best advice I can give you right now, the best advice I could give anyone in this game right now is save your jewels. Save your jewels, because you know what? It's guaranteed that one day in the future, 4 weeks from now, 10 weeks from now, 3 years from now, one day, there is going to be an orbed event where you get 3 orbed Organization 13 medals. When you get orbed legendary medals, of course, by then there's going to be brand new medals out there. You know, there's going to be amazing new medals out there. So that's the best I can tell you guys. The best I can tell you guys is just don't save your jewels. Save your jewels and wait, because every single week there's going to be a better event. There's going to be a better one and a better one and a better one, and it's never going to end. So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. I am DUJ2. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.